Mark Dixon. Regus stock is up 70% in the past year. Does the fact that businesses need more space, is that a good indicator of the global economy?
Well, our business actually is quite counter-cyclical, and over the past 3-4 years during this crisis that's affected the world, we've been expanding a lot as companies have looked to reduce space. It's actually the opposite. So a lot of companies are going more flexible, doing away with fixed space and taking on variable space that they can move around, get lots of people using as opposed to single users.
Are we still a freelance nation here in the United States? We keep hearing about that over the past few years after the economic crisis. Is it big businesses renting your space or freelancers?
It's actually big businesses, in fact, but it's big businesses, and they're sort of changing the way they operate and turning their employees more into freelance-like people where instead of having fixed offices all over the country, we're doing more and more contracts where companies sign up 2,000 people to use any of our locations. We've got 800 in the US, nearly 2,000 globally. And people flow between them, so no fixed space, just variable.
And what do you offer them when you give them space? Is it a computer and a phone? Or, I guess it's also nice to have other people in an office.
Absolutely.
I mean, what do you provide them with at Regus?
Well, you hit the nail on the head. Number one, it's a community. Because you've got a lot of people now that are working from home, need somewhere to drop in. They want to work with other people. So it's people number one. We also provide business lounges, meeting rooms, conference rooms, desks, everything you need. Everything is there.
And when do businesses stop renting from you and actually buy space? And what kind of an indicator is that?
Well, some companies pass through. So we do temporary space, a small part of our business. More and more companies are using what we do as a permanent solution. And it's much cheaper, and they like the flexibility. Over time now, in the future, it will become a permanent feature of how America works. And
then finally, why not become a REIT? There's healthcare REITs in the US, there's car lot REITs. Everything turns into a REIT when it's property related in the US. Mm-hmm. Why not Regus?
Well, number one, we're a global company. About 45% of our revenues are in the US, but we're in 110 countries. I'll certainly consider, I'm going to have a look at becoming a REIT. We do distribute a good dividend, so we're REIT-like in some ways, but we're a high-growth company as well. You know, we're growing at 25-30% a year at least. It's a very operational business that's moving. It's not really a straight dividend company.
All right, well, the stock's doing very well. It's listed in London. Maybe at some point you'll list here as well. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you for watching The Street.